Charles said no. Meghan and Harry merged to save cowardly lies and helplessness. Hello, and a very warm welcome back to LVT News YouTube channel. I mean, Harry and Meghan have been whining about their little problems to anyone who will listen for the last couple of years. Could there be anything left that Charles has not already heard? Is there any implication whatsoever that they're going to be a little bit more reasonable to go around? Well, no. In fact, if the king were to give them some of his precious time, it would be a huge waste of time, and it would probably be very painful for him, too. And this is why this little meeting is never going to happen. I do not believe there is going to be any real reconciliation between Charles and Harry, while Harry still is married to Meghan. All their whining, all their lives have made them very unpopular, not only in the UK, but in the US, too. Now, supposedly, Meghan could not live in the UK because she was so unpopular, and then she couldn't live in Canada either. But the truth is, Meghan is a lot more unpopular in America than she was in the UK when she left. But there is really nowhere else for her to go at this point. I mean, where could they go? Are they going to try to go and live in Australia now? See, Aussies are either Republicans or they're monarchists, and they're pretty strident in their opinions. And neither group appreciates Meghan and Harry very much. And what about South Africa? Oh, well, South Africans did not appreciate the way that Meghan lied about their country and the way she compared herself to Nelson Mandela. If Meghan and Harry dare to make a scene at the coronation, very few people in the media are going to side with them. Maybe the race-baiting woke media. The same people know who ignore will support them, but the rest of the mainstream media, including outlets that in the past have backed Meghan and Harry, are going to turn on them, and it is not going to be pretty. And I do not believe for a second that Meghan will be able to handle all the backlash. I mean, she's already gone into hiding by her standards. I'm sure you all have noticed it lately. We do not often see Meghan out in public. Instead, she's just making Harry face the music with court appearances and book publicity. Something is obviously not right with her. And I'm guessing there's trouble in their relationship, too. Now, we already know from Harry's book, Spared, that any privacy is going to be honored by the royal family, and it's going to be ignored when Meghan and Harry find it convenient to do so. Oozing back on the contents of his book, there are a couple of events told from his perspective, which do not fit with the historical records of his location when he recounts them. And his response was that, oh, that's what he remembers. It's not necessarily accurate, but that is the way that his memory recalls it. That doesn't make a bit of sense. This reminds me of the innuendos that they put out during that Oprah interview. The royal family are very unlikely to meet with them without independent observers to confirm what was discussed and what happens. They did get an invitation. And typically, that would require a response of either, yes, we will come, or no, we're not gonna be able to come. But apparently, Harry has figured out entirely new path of, oh, I'm going to think about coming if my demands are met. Harry really believed that he is just as important as his father, the king, which obviously isn't true. Both the king and William have a lot of work representing the country, and also the other realms align with the royal family. And what does Harry do? Well, he had a couple of charities that he supports. It is easy for Harry to take time off to make an unannounced trip to the UK, to attend a preliminary court hearing on an old privacy issue that he and some other celebs have brought against Obedient Company, where Harry is carrying out his personal crusade against the media. Now, whether or not the case had any merit is really not up to us. It's up to the judge to figure out. But, Harry, bringing in all these extra details to the case is not doing him any favors. The coronation will be a media event viewed by people all over the world. So security is going to be incredibly tight. It is highly unlikely that Harry is going to be given the freedom to cause much of a disturbance at the event if he decides to come. And I think there is going to be somebody sitting within arm's length of the adult babies, known as Meghan and Now, if Meghan and Harry were not even invited to the coronation, the press coverage will be a lot worse. Harry is, after all, still the son of the king, and batting him would probably just give more fodder against the monarchy if they weren't invited. I would not be shocked to see members of the royal security force sitting on either side of the gruesome Tuesday and in front of them and behind them, too. They want to make sure that Meghan and Harry do not cause any trouble. Because after all, Meghan and Harry have earned themselves quite the reputation for causing trouble. And the king and the rest of the country is going to be prepared for whatever they want to try. Meghan and Harry have gone after the monarchy for years now. And they're going to look like a couple of hypocrites that they do come to the coronation. But still, we know that their brand does require them to maintain their connection to the royal family. However, 10 years it may be. So, I would be pretty shocked if they don't come. See, once they're tied to the monarchy or severed beyond repair, Harry and Meghan don't have a thing to offer anyone. Harry is very, very dim. Bless his heart. And Meghan has an overinflated ego. When she's a narcissist, she is probably not going to give up an opportunity to dress up all fancy wearing designer clothes that don't fit her and attract the attention of the media. Even if the attention is negative, it is to be daunting for the gruesome tuition to know that they are worldwide pariahs. And, you know, make and wear all the expensive clothing and expensive jewelry that she wants to. Her behavior and her lack of etiquette are going to stop her from appearing to be an authentic royal. Meghan and Harry are a couple of fakes. Harry has lost the respect of his family and people all around the world, too. Harry made quite the fall. He went from being a beloved prince to being Meghan's drug-addicted. It is not a good look for him. I also suspect that the gravity of what Harry has become and what he's done is going to hit him like a ton of bricks during and after that divorce. And that is going to happen after Harry can access the full amount of money and the trust that his mother and great-grandmother established for him. You know, Meghan is going to take as much as she can and she's gonna make a run for it, provided they haven't already spent the whole amount by the time they get divorced. If DNA tests have not already been done on the invisible kids, they're probably going to be done during the divorce. I don't think we should hold our breath, though, waiting for the palace release. It looks to me like these two have truly painted themselves into a corner. They say the royal family is so cruel, so evil, except, of course, when there's a good chance for a photo op and then all of a sudden, oh, what we're best friends at the end of the day, they don't have much power to demand anything. They have to take whatever crumbs or pass their way. But the king does not want to hear any boos during his ascension, so we cannot expect them to be free to wander around the. And I don't think the entire family is going to be excited to engage with the two of them. Other than exchanging some polite niceties. I mean, Harry has committed treason. Harry is disliked and people don't respect him in the free world. The truth is, he shouldn't be at the coronation. Harry betrayed everybody who lives in the UK. And the Commonwealth, and he betrayed his family, too. And you know what, nobody is going to be threatened by you. But King Charles has decided to allow them to come, making them look like a couple of hypocrites. After endlessly attacking the royal family for such a long time, they are not to be trusted. And I think that if they do come, they are going to be surrounded by security at all times. There is no decision that Harry and Meghan can really make in this whole situation that's gonna make them look good. I mean, they're screwed. Meghan should really just stay in California if she knows what's good for her. But I don't think she does. The fact is, Meghan doesn't have any role to play. King Charles is Harry's father, so he does have a choice to make. If I were in his position, I would come and I would bring the children if they're real. But I would tell Meghan is better if she stayed home in the US. That, in my opinion, would be the best course of action. And you, what do you think about Harry and Meghan? Please tell me your opinion below in the comments. If you think my video is useful, Don't be afraid to like and share it with your friends and family members who would love it anytime you want. And please subscribe to our LVT News YouTube channel to get more interesting videos from our team. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. And we'll be back to see you.